Hey, my name is Jocelyn. This is my very first video. The reasons that I'm making this video is to help people that have questions about MEPs and what it's like, and how to prepare for it. Because you do have to prepare for the ASVAB, even though your recruiter may tell you, oh, it's easy, you don't have to study. If you want a good job, you should study. I had less than a week to prepare for MEPs because I went in, I just decided, I'm going to be in the Navy and I'm not going to let anybody talk me out of it this time. I went to see the recruiter and I told him, I'm serious, I want to do this. That same day, I got all my paperwork, I filled it out, and then I brought it back to him the next day. And then the following week, boom, I had to go to MEPs already. But I did do some research, and I downloaded this app on my iPad. It is called ASVAB for Dummies. And it just, it gives you practice tests and tips, and it really helps. It really does help, especially if you have been out of high school for a long time, if you haven't, been doing math, because you forget stuff. So just review it. Just use it as a review, basically, and it'll help you. So MEPs. For girls, make sure that you wear a regular bra. Do not wear a sports bra. Wear a regular bra. And wear underwear that covers your entire butt. Don't wear a thong. Don't wear, something that's going to show your ass cheeks, because that will send you home. They will send you home, for reals. I was wearing boy shorts, and the nurse was talking, and she was like, your ass is hanging out, blah, blah, blah. I should send you home right now. Just talking shit. They talk shit. They're gonna talk shit. Be prepared for that. They're not gonna be like, hi, how are you? No. They have to process so many people that they don't even care about being nice to you. Really. They just care about getting your ass out of there. So make sure that you wear underwear that covers everything. It's not see-through. Make sure it's not see-through. That's just a heads up. I will walk you guys through what MEPs is like, or at least how it was for me. So your recruiter, he will take you down to the MEPs station, and then from there you just check in. My recruiter just dropped me off, and he was like, alright, good luck, call me when you're done. And I had to find my way through the place, checked in, and then they tell you where to go. They tell you follow the signs. There's signs. They tell you where to go. I checked in and I took my ASVAB. So, yeah, study, because if you don't study, you're not gonna get a really high score. Most likely. I mean, if you're a genius, you don't need to study. But for other people, or most people, you should already know. You should be at a stage in your life where you know if you need to study or not. I would suggest that you at least review it, because it has 10, 11 different sections that they test you on. Long as fuck. Super long. The test is 3 hours long. I was in there for the whole 3 hours. I thought I was going to be I was like, oh, I'm only going to be in there for an hour. No, I was in there the whole 3 hours. They test your word knowledge, just vocab. There was words that I've never heard in my life, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good in vocab. And there was stuff that I had to guess on. You're not gonna know everything, but at least you'll be prepared if you do study. So paragraph comprehension, math, reasoning, word problems, and then math skills. They'll give you the actual turn this percent, math problems. general science, and then the hard part for me: auto and shop information, mechanical comprehension, electronics information. Well, it's not that hard actually. It's just, you know, if you know a lot about computers, you will do great in this section. And also assembling objects, which is, it's basically a puzzle. They'll give you these shapes and you just gotta put the shapes together. But for like the auto and the shop and engine, mechanical comprehension, I guessed because I didn't know. And there was some stuff that I did come across in the app that I was studying from. I was like, oh, I know that because I came across that in the ASVAB for Dummies. But I don't know anything about cars or anything, so that really hurt my score a lot. Everything else I did good, and everything else is really what, you know, because they these different categories that they test you on, what you score in these categories, they add up those scores to see what job you qualify for. And I don't want a mechanic job. I wanted an aviation job. So I qualified for an aviation job. And going into the test, I wanted like a super high score. I wanted like a 90, but I didn't get a 90. I got a 70. And I was okay with that because, you know what, the test was too long. It took too much time. And I'm not going through that again. You could take it again if you want, but I didn't take it again because I don't want to go through that again. So after that, if you're going to stay overnight, which I did stay overnight because I just wanted to get it over with. I didn't want to come back. Once you're done with your test scores and they tell you to call your recruiter and you tell your recruiter your test score, you tell the receptionist, okay, I need a shuttle to come pick me up to take you to the hotel. So then they take you to the hotel, you have dinner, which is really good, by the way. It was so good. I had my roommate's dinner because she was like overweight. Or she wasn't overweight, but because of her height, she was really, really short, so she had to be a certain weight, and she was right at that. She was like, oh, I can't eat dinner, I can't eat, you know, I cannot gain 1 more pound. So I ate her dinner. It was that good. And we were just chilling at the hotel. We got in the pool. It was really nice. It was this hotel like right next to the airport. It was nice, and they treated us really good. The hotel staff, like if we were VIP. And then they wake you up. They have this loud ass alarm that goes off at 3:30 in the morning, and then you just gotta get ready really fast, get all your shit, take everything with you because you're not going back to the hotel, and eat breakfast, and then get on the shuttle. It takes you down to MEPs, and then you check in again, and you go upstairs to take your physical and everything, and you just have to wait in a line for every test that you take. You have to wait in a line. Be prepared to wait, and you're not allowed to have your cell phone with you. Some people did have their cell phones, but if somebody saw you with your cell phone, they would confiscate it, or they'll scream at you and tell you to go put it away, and then you have to get out of line, and you gotta go all the way back in line. And so, I mean, I didn't have my cell phone with me. I didn't want that distraction. And just basically just get to know people and just talk to people, make time go by way faster, because you're going to be waiting for a long time. You do blood pressure, vision, hearing. I went to do, there's a briefing part where they try to scare you into telling them the truth, which your recruiter will actually go over this information with you before you go to MEPs, so they make sure that you don't fuck up and say something that you're not supposed to say, because once you say something, you can't take it back. Oh, God. So, anyways, once you say something, you can't take it back. If you have, at once in your lifetime, tried any type of drug, and that was like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, and you've never did it again, and you tell them, you're disqualified. So anyways, like I said, your recruiter will go over this stuff with you, so just be prepared. They give you a breathalyzer test to make sure that you haven't been drinking. So don't drink when you're going to MEPs. Just stay sober. After that, they separate the girls from the guys, because this is where it gets down and dirty. They make, oh yeah, you gotta take your P test, your drug test. Yes, you do have to take your drug test in front of people. Especially the nurse. She has to watch every movement you make. She has to watch that pee go from, your to the cup. She's got to watch everything, because they want to make sure that you are not cheating or anything like that. That took forever, because after we peed in the cup, you have to stand in that room, in that same bathroom, holding your pee cup, and other people are lining up in front of you that have already, peed in their cup, and you just have to wait till they're done, till everybody's done. And you have no privacy at all. So if you don't like to pee in front of other people, I don't know what to tell you, because you have to pee in front of other people. After that, you go into the room, and they give you this tub. You gotta take everything off, your shoes, your socks, everything except your bra and your panties. That's why make sure that you're covering everything and that it's not see-through, because they will send you home, and I'm pretty sure people don't want to be looking at your stuff. And then they make you do all these stupid exercises, like, and like put your hands up. And at one point, the nurses, they were fucking around with us and telling us to do stuff that we weren't even supposed to do, and they were just laughing at us. And yeah. Oh, and they tell you to put your hands up, all the way up, and put them down, like, really fast. And if you would slap your arm, like your hands on your legs, they'll get mad at you, and they'll be like, if you do it one more time, I'm gonna smack you. And I mean, I wasn't the one doing it. I was like, whoa. So they would make us do it again until nobody was slapping their arms. And then you do a duck walk. So you just squat down and make sure your butt is touching your butt has to touch your legs. Like, you have to squat all the way down. Like, your butt has to be literally touching, like, your feet, your ankles, like, all the way down. And then you just go heel, toe, and you just walk heel, toe. It wasn't that hard for me. If you're not flexible, if you can't squat, you should probably practice. They'll be asking you, oh, if anything's uncomfortable for you, let us know. If you're uncomfortable, don't tell them, because they're gonna think something's wrong with you. Like, seriously, just do it. Do the exercises. Don't be like, oh, my back hurts, because then they're gonna make you get like an X-ray on your back. They're just X-rayed out. Well, at least that's what I was told. That's what I was told. So I was just, told to say no to everything. I don't know, it's probably different other places. Like, don't get mad at me if, you went to MEPs and that's not how it was like for you. This is how it was like for me and for us. The nurses were really rude. They weren't even like in the military. They were just regular nurses, and they were just telling us, oh, we're gonna smack you, and oh, I'm gonna send you home, and blah blah blah. Like, if you made any movement without them telling you to make that movement, they'll get mad at you. It was like boot camp. It was just so ridiculous. And then when we were like in our underwear and panties and bra and stuff, there were some girls, they were like, oh, they were all shy. I felt bad for them because they were shy, and I was like, don't be shy. We're all in the same situation. And they just wanted to get it over with. And then the nurse decides to take her lunch in front of us, and we're starving. We've been up since 3 in the morning, and you want to eat in front of us? Talking about, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna take my break. And then this one girl was like, but aren't you gonna finish? She said, what? I said I'm gonna take my break, blah, blah, blah. I was like, damn. Like, all right, go take your break, girl. Take your time. Oh. So we had to sit there for like 30 minutes, and then the nurse, the doctor came in. She was like, where's the nurse at? And we were like, oh, she went to take her break. And she was like, what? And then the nurse got mad at us because she was like, why did you tell her? And we were like, well, you were taking, like, it was a disaster. The nurse was crazy. After that, you go into by yourself. You go into the room where the bed is and everything with a doctor and a nurse. And then she'll check you, she'll check your breasts for any lumps. She'll check everything. You gotta bend over. Yeah, just do it. They do it to everybody. They're not even gonna remember who you are. Like, they're not gonna remember who they saw. So don't be shy. Oh yeah, and then they ask you all these questions. Like the doctor that was talking to me, she was asking me all these different questions. Like when, like everything about your medical history, everything. And she noticed the scar on my eyebrow. And I remember that my chief said, don't tell them, that you were in a car accident when you were 4 years old or however old you were, because they're going to make you get records from it. They're going to want to check your medical records from it. They're going to make you go get an MRI possibly. I mean, they just want to make absolute sure that you are okay, that you don't have, something because of that happened to you so long ago. So she noticed my scar, and she was like, how did you get that scar? I was like, what scar? She's like, that scar on your eyebrow. I was like, I don't know. So, I mean, I was just like, I'm not about to tell this lady that I was in an accident because I'm not about to go through all of this stuff. I mean, I don't know what they were going to do. She probably would have been like, oh, okay, just wrote it down and not did anything about it. I don't know. I was like, I don't remember. And I don't know. She just kept asking me, oh, did you have an accident? Did you have a piercing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what? I was like, I don't know. Dang. It was such a long day. Everything. I didn't get out of there until like 5 p.m. Because after that, after you pass all of your medical stuff, you did the duck walk, everything, they took your blood, then you gotta check out, go downstairs, and then you go to your, because there's all these different offices, and each office is for each branch. So I went to the Navy office, and then my recruiter was in there, and he was like, oh my God, what's wrong? I was like, I was so pissed that whole day. Like, everybody was screaming at you, like, or not even at you. Like, if somebody was talking, they'll be like, shut up, don't talk. And they were just so strict. But it's like, just pay attention. Don't talk loudly and obnoxiously. Talk like really under your breath. Because they were like so rude to us. It was like literally like, it felt like, oh my God, like this feels like boot camp right here. But after that, it gets better. Because then you just have to sign a bunch of paperwork, blah, blah, blah. Then you gotta, I sat down with the, I don't remember. He was like a chief of something. And he was the guy that got me my job. I got ABH, which is pretty cool. I actually wanted hospital corpsman, but it was like not available at all, and they give priority to guys. So I was like, it's cool, I'll do ABH. Like, I'm open-minded. I want to go in there. I want to try all these new things. Like, I'm so excited to do this. Like, it doesn't matter. So I got that. I was actually going to get operational specialist job because he dropped a girl that actually had the job, and he dropped her because she wasn't qualified, and he was gonna give the job to me, but I guess when he dropped her, someone else got it, and I couldn't get it anymore because it's all these people from all over, you know, trying to get that job, and it's cool. So MEPs, I went a month ago, and I leave in a month. I leave August 19th. So I got my job, I got my ship date. They told me, they were like, oh, your ship date is August 19th. I was like, what the that's in 2 months. They're like, yeah, that's good. And I mean, at first I was like, oh my God, 2 months, like that's all I have. But actually now I'm happy that I have a month left, because the sooner the better. I just want to get this on the road. And so you get your job, you sign, and what else? And then you have to go get your fingerprints, and they take a fingerprint of every single finger. And then they go over your contract again. They go over all your information, make sure everything is correct. And then after that, they put you in this room right before you swear in, and then they go over like all this stuff that you need to know. I don't even remember because I was so tired by that time. I just wanted to be done. I just wanted to get out of there. They were just talking about like fraudulent enlistment and AWOL and stuff like that. And then they teach you how to stand at attention, how to stand at ease, and then they bring in the chief that swears you in, and then you swear in. And when I was swearing in, I was so happy, and I've never been this happy before. Like, I just had this happiness just running through my body, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. I think I finally found the thing for me, like what I meant to do. Like, I'm happy with my decision. And if you are not absolutely happy with this decision, I don't know. So I'm in the DEP program, delayed entry program. I have to check in with my recruiter every week, and I have to go in twice a month to sign in this paper, make sure that nothing has changed, making sure that, you know, I didn't get married, don't get married. I don't think you're even allowed to get married when you're in the DEP program. Everything has to be the same way that the Navy accepted you. That's the same way you have to ship out to the Navy. You can't get any tattoos while in DEP. Nothing. Just chill out. And I'm working out. I'm trying to get, you know, in shape, trying to get my 1.5 mile time down. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about maps or anything, let me know. And I guess my next video will be after I come back from boot camp and A school, and I'll let you guys know how that went. I know this video is long, but I really tried to tell you guys like everything that I think you should know. I kind of try to give as much detail as possible, but not too much because it's a lot of stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and just, you know, let me know if you have any questions. And I'm not going to edit this video. I know I probably fucked up somewhere, but I'm not going to edit this.